Hello, everyone. I can see that we have a few lurkers. Oh, hmm. Give me a second, guys. I need to turn off. Oh, wait. Okay. Okay. I'm so sorry that at the beginning right there, I think I might have been only coming through one of your earphones if you guys are wearing earphones. It looks like it's okay now. So, but anyway, let me start over. Hello, I can see that there's a few lurkers here. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Just a quick check-in with you guys. Um, I had a really crap night of sleep last night, so the energy that I have right now is false. I made myself an instant espresso this morning with some foamed soy milk. So, yes, I made myself an instant soy latte this morning. So, I am not feeling as tired as I think I should. I didn't really I didn't really drink the soy latte for the caffeine. It was more because a latte is one of my comfort drinks. So um, I just let myself have a latte. But yeah, the side effect is that I have a bit of false energy right now. So just kind of putting that out there. Um, yeah, I think last night, um, yeah, I woke up in the middle of the night and stayed awake for about 3 hours. So yeah, I can definitely feel that my eyes still feel a little like kind of like I just woke up. Kind of has that like crusty feel. So I don't think I am fully checked in right now, but I have been doing what I need to do to take care of myself. So I had my comfort drink. I had a decent breakfast. Had some water as well, and I have a lot more water on me, so I can chug more water as I go. Uploaded the video for this week, so that is ready to go. I even reviewed it, and it looks good, at least to me. Um, made a made a great thumbnail, so I am productive. So I think I have been pretty good at like making sure that I create um, situations that give me a bit of an endorphin rush. There was a part of me that was tempted to cancel today's stream, but what I realize I need is the endorphin rush that I get from doing a really good, solid practice session. So we're not really here to get anything done. We're just here to show up for myself. So um, I I do not actually plan on trying to get anything done today. It's just this is just for me, and you guys get to be along for the ride. So yeah, I would say that that's where I am today. Um, and so I am making this a good day. I am doing things to make it a good day for myself. It did not start off great. So I even did up my hair to make myself feel more presentable, more put together, less like a slob. So, I think these are all good things for me to do. Yeah. Um, but hello, Sean. Hello, Victor. So, Sean, you're having issues with your dental appliance, um, probably in about the same condition. I totally understand. I'm so sorry that you're going through that. And I really mean that. Um, there's kind of like, especially when it comes to medical things, there is a level of helplessness and frustration that come with it that you don't really know until you've been through your own medical situation. And it really is take it 1 hour at a time, take it one day at a time, really consciously do things that are good for you, that allow you to feel like you're taking care of yourself and that you're filling your own cup. So it takes a lot of conscious effort though, because I think that it is easier to mentally spiral, and kind of sink into despair. But I learned from the last time this happened, I want to say about a month ago, and maybe more than a month ago, maybe 5 weeks or so ago. This happened in the last flare that John had. And after that experience, it was about 48 hours of kind of spiraling and me just feeling so down in the dumps. And then by the 48th hour, I was like, this is not, just because I'm mentally resisting this flare, it doesn't mean that the flare is not happening anyway. So I might as well embrace it, embrace what I need to do to take care of myself and to take care of John, and keep going, you know? So I noticed myself starting to spiral very early this time. So I've been really making a conscious decision to do things for myself. So yeah. Hey, Sean. Hey, Alexander. How are you guys? You'll get a walk in basic practice like yesterday. Yep, exactly. Anything that you know makes you feel better, gives you that endorphin rush, gives you that physical endorphin rush, like it can really help you get through the next few hours. So like I'm always finding that like every couple of hours I am trying to find something else to do that I know fills my cup, rather than just kind of sitting there and wallowing. So yeah. So anyway, that's where I'm at today. I think I will now get started. So let's just open up the flute and see how we do today. Again, no expectations for how I'm going to play today. No expectations to get anything done. By the way, I'm just switching my ring to a silicone ring. But yeah, I'm feeling good. So, by the way, I was being super nerdy and thinking about how I might like to vlog my trip. I do want to vlog some of it, but I was trying to think of a way to vlog it that would be interesting to most people on my channel. And I realized that the vlogs that I like to watch the most are the ones that have a theme to it. So like maybe they're looking for something specific. And what I realize is that whenever I go on a trip, my eyes just immediately always go to anything music related. So if I see like a music shop, or if I see a sign or some sort of souvenir that is music, or even better, flute related, I go crazy. So I was like, I already do that. So I might try that. So I think I will try, and that will also make it so that I won't feel pressured to film literally everything. Because I do want to keep a lot of the trip private and personal, but I do want to share some of it. So I think I might do that. Like I might just film anything that I see that is remotely music related. So for example, I bought this in Japan when we went in 2018. This is a Korg Hello Kitty metronome tuner. Yeah, it's a combo tuner metronome, and it's a Hello Kitty one. Like this is the type of thing that like I kind of wish that I like vlogged more of. I did vlog I think a Toronto trip, but that was only for my patrons at the time that I was on Patreon. But yeah, you know, like stuff like this, you know. I was thinking that I can just like focus my vlog on just things that are like music and flute related. And who knows? We don't know how much footage is going to happen. If there's not a lot of footage, I might not end up making it into a vlog. It might just become little fun clips that I make into shorts on you know, again, on my YouTube channel, but maybe not a full vlog. So I don't know how much footage I'm going to get, but I thought that would be pretty fun. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. These are just random, they're just little fabric flowers with little clips, and I just clip them in. It helps hide all of the stray hairs, or at least distract from the stray hairs. Hello, Deanna. How are you? Where are we going? I'm not telling you guys yet. Mostly just to maintain some privacy, but I have no problem telling you guys afterwards. So you guys will find out after I'm back where I went. So yes, yay for self-care. Right now we're doing self-care. And just like, I'm just playing the flute for me. I'm not really trying to get anything done today. Yeah. Yes, good plan. Thank you so much for agreeing. Yeah, and but I'm very, very, very excited. I'm very excited to go. We are just a little bit nervous about John's skin. We don't want it to bother him too much, but at the same time, we don't have control over that. So yeah. Let's head on over to this screen. Look, I don't have my timer set up. I knew I was missing something. Okay, so let's do this. Okay. I'm going to, let's see, where's the timer? There. Okay, so the timer's there. Perfect. Let's get standing. Wow, I actually turned off my Bluetooth music pedal. You guys should be real proud of me because I have killed it twice already by leaving it on. I'm amazed that I remembered to turn it off. Okay. All right. Oh, have a good rest, Michael. I hope you will feel much better very soon. Okay, let's do this. So, by the way, I'm going to try something because I have been a little bit better. There we go. I've been a little bit better about not maxing out this microphone. So I want to try turning off the limiter, but we shall see how successful we are. And then that way, when I speak a little bit louder, I won't just disappear. Anyway, okay, let's try out our harmonics. All right, to be fair, even though that went really, really well, I was very hyper conscious of the fact that because I am quite stressed right now and I did not have a great night of sleep last night, my body is probably under a lot of stress right now. So yesterday we learned that one of my stress symptoms is that the muscles in my jaw tighten up and back. So today I am very consciously loosening it down. So loosening my jaw down and kind of letting it ride forward a bit. So that seems to be where I usually am when I'm relaxed. But I kind of have to manually do it right now. So that was pretty good. I also did that without an earplug in, and I think that helped me hear my tone a little bit better. But for the, for the rest of the session, let's put in our earplugs just to protect my hearing. All right. All right. Wonderful. Let's keep going. So we'll do Moyse de la Sonorite. We're doing page 21, number 30. These are interval tone exercises with, for the one that we're doing is a bass note of high G sharp. And we are jumping to every other note. We're going to start by slurring from the changing notes to the bass note. And then after that, we will play it as written, which is everything slurred. So we will try this. I am okay with that. Oh, that's a good suggestion, Sean. Okay, I'll do the next one slower and just zen out. It is still like vision alive and well. Oh, you guys are so cute. Okay, I am going to, yeah, I think I'll do the next articulation just slow and zen. I like that idea. Thank you. So let's do that. That's going to be the fourth articulation. Okay. feels good. Have a wonderful walk, Sean. Thank you so much for dropping by. Much appreciated. Okay, that really helped me focus on keeping my jaw loose, down, and like forward. That really, really helped. So thank you for that suggestion. That really helped. Okay, so tomorrow we will move on to number 31. Number 31. Yeah. Okay. So we're good there. Let's do a little bit of circular breathing. We're going to try out Silly Willie's suggestion from yesterday, which is to not inhale in as much as I have been. So I gave this a little bit more thought, and I think that I am now overdoing it. So like, whereas before it took an insurmountable amount of effort to make myself inhale. So I think I'm now putting in that same amount of effort, but I don't need to. And so it's causing me to inhale too much, I think. So we'll try that out and see how it goes today. And we'll reevaluate as well. Jory, hello and welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for dropping by. How are you today? I hope everything is okay. I'm not having a great start to my day, but I have been doing things to make it a good day. So I didn't have a great night of sleep last night, and yeah, I like woke up in the middle of the night at like 3:30 and was awake for like 2 hours at least. It probably closer to 2.5 hours. So I think I lost a complete sleep cycle. And there are a lot of things happening right now. My husband is going through another flare of topical steroid withdrawal. And this is just happening 1 week before we leave for vacation. So there is a lot of apprehension right now in terms of how well he's going to do when we travel. And we're also planning the actual vacation itself. So there's just a lot to think about. You know, we have to do things like make sure the house is all in order before we leave, and, you know, all the adult things that you have to do before you go on vacation. And so I think a lot of that anxiety is sort of like culminating in insomnia and just generally feeling really tight and, you know, just very stressed. So today's theme for our practicing is to keep, because yesterday I found out during my practice session that I need to loosen my jaw down and bring it forward and keep it in that nice loose position while I play. And that seems to be where I usually play when I'm super relaxed, but I don't necessarily feel it. Right now, I have to kind of manually do it. So that's where I'm at today. Hey, Jane, how are you? Viva, hello. Just started school, been very busy. You want to drop and say hi? Hi, thank you so much. I have been very busy posting videos and doing lives. Thank you so much. I am very much looking forward to vacation. I was considering queuing up videos for you guys while I'm away, but I feel like that would set a very poor example of getting actual rest. So I've decided that at the very least in the 2 weeks that I'm away, I am not going to be doing any sort of posting or anything like that. I just said at the beginning of this stream though that I am planning on vlogging anything music and flute related that I happen to see. But if it's not those things, I'm not going to vlog it. And then that way I can share some of my trip with you guys while still maintaining a good amount of privacy. But beyond that, I won't do anything work related. And then the week that I'm back, I am planning on recovering for a week. So I don't know if I might do some pop-up streams just for myself. you know. But yeah, I appreciate that you guys really understand and you guys want me to rest. Thank you so much. I know it would kind of defeat the purpose of it, right? Midnight, hello Midnight, how are you? Like the purpose of going on vacation is to be away from work, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but when I went to Japan with my then fiance, now husband, and our friends, I queued up videos to keep posting even while I was away, which meant that I was actually still checking to make sure everything was okay on my YouTube channel. And I recall that feeling very stressful. But I did that because I didn't necessarily want to tell everyone that I was away, because that was my way of maintaining privacy. But I realize now that that is not the way to go. So this time I'm just very forthright telling you guys I'm going on vacation. I do want to maintain some privacy right now, so I'm not going to tell you guys where I'm going right now, but when I'm back, I'll tell you guys. And that way I can maintain some, you know, personal privacy. So, hey Noelle, how are you? Do I practice on vacation? No, there's no time. There's like, if you're going on vacation, I'm going to straight up tell you, you probably don't have time to practice. The only time that I really have noticed that even my students are able to practice is only if they're going on business trips. Because if they're going on business trips, they're not actually there for leisure. And they want that alone time. They want that like fill my own cup time. And so they bring their flute with them, and they might find a conference room or something in a hotel to practice in. And that's their way of recharging, right? But I'm going on vacation, I'm sightseeing, I'm going to be, you know, visiting with people and, you know, stuff like that. From my personal experience, there ain't no time to practice. So I am not bringing my flute with me, and I'm not practicing on vacation. Yeah, true to maintaining my authenticity. Yeah, thank you. I'm so thankful that you guys really are so understanding, because I would say that I want to say that 10 years ago, I don't feel that my audience was that understanding. And I think it's because a lot of you guys have grown up with me, and I think we're all 10 years older. And and I notice that I tend to attract adults to watch my stuff. But because my stuff is so educational, band teachers tend to tell their students to watch my content. So I kind of have like a very interesting demographic where like I think most of you guys totally get it. That you guys understand what it means to be an adult. And but at the same time, I do have a lot of younger students who are just learning about what it's like in the real world. And so I think it's better for me to incorporate that. If this channel is going to be more or less educational, I think it's important to live up to this model of like, if you're on vacation, you should be away from work, you know. So a little bit more than 10 years older. See, you guys think it's none of your business where I go on vacation, okay? Let me tell you, younger demographics have no idea that that is a breach of privacy. That is something that I have to say out loud. I have to be very forthright and say, I am not going to tell you guys where I'm going on vacation, because the younger folks that are watching, I want them to understand that, you know, privacy boundaries are very important for your mental health, It's very important for your social health as well. And I would love to set an example for that and just be very blunt and be like, you don't need to report to the world where you're going. You don't need to report to the world, you know, how fly your vacation is, you know? No one uses the word fly anymore. My goodness, this is dating me. But you know what I mean? Exactly. Like Eric is saying, you guys don't own me. Exactly. But I would say that unfortunately, from my observation of a lot of the younger demographic these days, they don't realize that they may be speaking to influencers or content creators as if they own them. Like they don't realize they are speaking in a way that implies that. They don't realize that they are crossing boundaries. And so I find it very important to just set that boundary. Just say it first. And hopefully that can help them. That can help them maintain their own privacy, you know. I realize I'm really not putting up the boundaries for myself. For me, I feel like I really want to be an example that the younger demographic can follow. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly as Viva is saying, that when we're younger, we don't realize what's behind the person in the video, that they're just normal people like the rest of us. Yeah, certainly for me, when I was watching content creators, when I was like late teens, early 20s, I also like didn't understand the implications of like how these people were living. And I didn't realize just how normal they were, really. And then I got into it myself, and then I was sort of kind of thrust into this as well. So I've been struggling for a long time with like, where do I set those boundaries? But now that I'm in my 30s, I'm very settled in my 30s now. I'm a lot more comfortable in my own skin. I understand what boundaries I need. So now I'm able to just set those boundaries. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. You know, a lot of the younger demographic is used to Instagram influencers whose vacations are really just content creation outings. Exactly, Sean. Which is kind of sad because I feel like those influencers are probably missing out on a lot of experiences, very personal, private experiences that you can't get if you stick a camera in front of people. You know, there are some certain conversations, there are certain like moments that you will miss if a camera is present, you know. So yes, capture, you know, some of your life, but there are some things that just do not happen if a camera is out. So, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think every older generation will always think that the younger generation has boundary issues. And in my viewpoint, it's not because the younger generation is bad. It's just that they're testing boundaries. They're figuring out boundaries. They are just not aware of boundaries. So that's why for me, I'm like, well, this is a pretty educational channel. So why don't I incorporate education about boundaries in this channel? Like, it's totally fine to share, but there are certain boundaries that you have to set, that there are some things that you don't share, and that is sacred to you, you know? Yeah, exactly as Eric said. Eric took the words right out of my mouth. Yeah. So I certainly had a lot of boundary issues when I was in my 20s, and I've learned from it. So if I were to shame the younger generation for boundary issues, I would just be a hypocrite. Like, I did the same thing when I was in my 20s, and when I was younger. So, I would have loved to watch a content creator in their 30s setting these types of boundaries. Like, you know, like I would have loved being the consumer, the viewer in my like late teens and early 20s, learning about these types of boundaries through a content creator. I think that would have been really cool, but I didn't. So exactly. It's also the safety issue. So internet safety is like a big thing that a lot of people just completely forget about these days. So even now I have to sometimes remind newer chatters in here to do not give your location. Like, please do not do that. That is a big no-no. Yeah. For a long time, I think I also wanted to tell off the younger generation until I gave it a lot more thought and I realized that I would be such a huge hypocrite, you know. But yeah, I'm glad we had this talk, guys, because I'm hoping that a younger person is watching this and learning about boundaries and what to keep sacred to yourself. So I'll talk a little bit more about that when I'm back. I can tell you guys what were the types of things that I keep sacred to myself. Again, because I think that that is something that is beneficial and educational. I won't talk about exactly what happened, but I can talk about the types of things that I did off camera. And that might help the younger generation understand what are the types of things that you keep sacred to yourself. So that's what I'm planning. I'm such a geek. I've been giving this a lot of thought, as you can tell. I'm like, what do I share? How do I share it? How do I do it in a way that is actually beneficial and edifying to younger demographic? And like, what are the types of things that I would have liked to hear or that I would have benefited hearing when I was in my late teens or early 20s? That's the type of thing that I want to share. So yeah, anyway, I'm going to hop off of my soapbox and do some circular breathing. Okay. Okay, so I'm trying out the less inhaling. Definitely helps. So we'll see how that works out on the flute. May not work out that well today, but that's totally okay. We're just experimenting. Some phlegm. Okay. The potential is there. I've got a lot of phlegm today, which is another thing that happens to me when I'm super stressed because everything's super tight. I find that my phlegm gets kind of like stuck a little bit more. But I see the potential. I feel the potential. It does feel like inhaling less helps me like store the correct amount of air in like my chin and throat area. So there is the potential is there. We'll try it wiggling on a note, and we'll just give this another long time to work this out. we got a couple good ones in. So Jory, I haven't actually tried that I haven't tried this on whistle tones. That's a really good idea too. I think for me, my concern is that my concern was that I needed to get used to putting in more air. So I can try out the whistle tone one right now though. When does my vacation start? Next Thursday. I do plan on, I think for now, just to maintain my own sanity. I think I will stream on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Just to maintain my own sanity. This is a me time, you know, kind of in the middle of the day, me time. And I need it. I very badly need it. So I think I will maintain this. Oh, thanks, Sean. Okay, let me try Jory's idea. I can see the potential for it because it is getting me to support a lot more. I don't know if I can do it today. I do not think I have that level of control today, just putting it out there, because I am very aware of how stressed I am right now. But I see the potential for it. So thank you for that idea. That is very cool. So for anyone out there who wants to find another way of, you know, figuring out circular breathing, definitely you can also try it on whistle tones. The other thing I think is also, like, we're all very different people. So I think what works for someone, you know, may work better or less great on others, you know. So it's just for today. I think I can't really do it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. This was a random purchase from Ross, I think more than 10 years ago. I'm kind of pleased that I have more or less stayed the same size. In the last few months, I have been watching my weight a little bit, and because it kind of ballooned up a little bit during the years that I was caregiving for John, and I just didn't have much mental energy to look after my own physical health and weight and stuff. But I have been very proud that in the last few months I've lost a bit of weight, and I feel a lot lighter and better and more comfortable in my own skin and in my own clothes. Also, I noticed that generally I'm breathing better as well. So yeah, so like the great side effect is that I've been able to stay in clothes that I bought more than 10 years ago. Yeah, I am such a fan of Ross. So many of my items are from Ross, like so many. It is actually insane how many things I have bought from Ross. It's a hit or miss though, because sometimes you can go in and come out with absolutely nothing. And then sometimes you go in and you come out with like 10 things, you know? So I tend to go when I like feel like, you know, some of my clothes are getting old. Lisa, thank you for the subscription. But yeah, I tend to go when I feel like my stuff is getting old and I need to replace some items. And I'm not a very frequent shopper, but I tend to try to get items that are going to last me a really long time have a kind of like timelessness to them. Every now and then I'll get something trendy, but it doesn't last very long, and it makes me feel bad because, you know, like I'll put it on like 6 months later and be like, this is not on trend anymore, and I kind of hate this now. So I try to go for more timeless things that, you know, I can wear for like more than 10 years and not look like a complete loser, you know? Anyway, we are doing octave leaps in Moyse 480 exercises to number 218. So here we go. These are triads on C sharp. Okay, I'm not mad about that. That was pretty good. I did have to focus quite a bit on keeping my jaw loose down and forward. And that definitely helped. The high G sharp every now and then didn't come out because I kind of missed where it wants to resonate. It's a very specific location. I am realizing that if anything, I think I don't shoot up. I think I still shoot a little too far back for that high G sharp. So all good though. Better than before, you know. That's all we're looking for. Is it better than before? Do I know what I want to do? That's totally fine. Okay, so we're going to move on to the Ibert, and we are going to do first our Q56 drill. Nathan, hello, exactly, buy it for life, you know, or at least until it finally gets old enough that it's not presentable and can only be pajamas. Practicality over fashion. My personal favorite is if I find something that is both practical and fashionable, well, triple, practical, fashionable, and timeless. So I tend to really like styles that are a little bit more reminiscent of like, kind of like, I want to say styles that remind me of like classic silhouettes, you know? nothing that's like crazy trendy. So at least that's what I notice about myself. But yeah, it like this actually works out really nicely for me and John, because John is not a big shopper either. So both of our wardrobes are very small for what you would expect a married couple to have. And we both like it that way. So I think for him, like I don't mind his super small wardrobe. I think he looks great in the stuff that he wears. But it's really funny because like I think normally one would think that it's like, wow, that's a super small wardrobe, but we're like, we don't care. So like I think in that way John and I are extremely compatible. Because I don't want to drag him around shopping. It's just not my style to do that, you know? Yeah. Was that a pretty exercise? I'm glad you liked it. Okay, so let's do Q56. I think I need to stick my lip out a little bit more for that high A flat. I think I'm resonating in it in the right spot, but my lip is not far out enough, so it's forcing me to overblow it a little bit. Yeah, that's, I think, some of the smoothest I've done it. Okay, so we're going to move on to the recap. Same idea, compression exercises followed by 1 or 2 as written. I will have my water after I do it as written. But thank you. So I actually realized yesterday that I don't have to take a breath after that high A, but I was just so used to taking a breath there that I just kept doing it. And then this time I remembered. And yeah, I don't need to take a breath there because now I'm not overblowing. I am not wasting as much air. So there's really no need for me to blow that hard. Good night, Jane. Thank you so much for joining. Living vicariously through me. Yo, do it up. You doing are you doing what you need to do to take care of yourself today? I think is very apparent from your comment how you're doing today, but are you doing the things that you need to do to take care of yourself? Because me practicing here is one of the things that I am doing to take care of myself right now. I did not start off the day very well at all. I was awake for about 2.5 hours last night, just insomnia due to stress. So today I just made a very conscious decision that I will constantly be doing things that bring me joy, that fill my cup, that give me that endorphin rush that will get me through the next couple of hours, you know? Rainy arthritic day. Got it. Resting. I feel you. I feel you. Good. I'm glad that you're resting. Okay. Let's keep going. Einstein, how are you? okay. Not bad. Not bad. I inhaled my spit. It happens. Exactly. Spit happens. All right. It's going well. I am noticing a slight delay with that high F7 coming out. So I am curious if I'm actually doing it too far back in the mouth. Because usually that's what happens, that if you're resonating it too far back in the mouth, there's going to be a delay between when you start the air and when the note actually comes out. So I'll experiment with that. Yes, it comes out better if it's further forward. Sean, thank you so much for saying that. I find it very flattering that you guys think that this is tour worthy. I have been dreaming about it, you know, even though I think right now I'm trying not to dream about it too hard, because I think I want to accomplish my own goals first. But thank you, Victor. But do you think it's possible to have a chamber orchestra version of this? Like, is that possible? Because I feel like I'm more of like I'm a more small group type of person, you know? Oh, thank you. Also, Noelle, you are absolutely right. I am switching which note is long and which one is short. So the first time I usually go some version of long, short, long, short, long. And then the second time I go short, long, short, long, short, long. Yeah, you're right. Okay. Feeling good? You'd settle for me to record it and drop it as an MP3. Yeah. I don't know. Do you think? With the right ensemble, why not? Even the piano reduction works. Yeah, right? You make a good point. Because if it works even as a piano reduction, why can't it work as a chamber orchestra? Like if I were to do it with an orchestra, I would prefer a chamber orchestra edition. Yeah, I don't think I would want to do it with a full orchestra. It's just not really me, you know? Yeah, I guess that is a good video idea. That is. I might have to do some crowdfunding for it though, because if I'm going to, it would require, I need to get someone to reduce it down to a chamber orchestra. So I need to pay someone to do that, because Lord knows I'm so bad at arranging. I would have to pay the orchestra members. Probably some sort of manager, because Lord knows I think I don't want to manage that type of thing. So there are a lot of, and then venues and recording, you know, recording equipment, recording people. So it would be pretty expensive, I think. So, you know, if you guys are up for a little bit of crowdfunding, I would not dismiss that idea. you know. Anyway, our time is very, very soon coming to a close, so we should finish this off. That might have been too far forward. It's okay, a little bit of experimentation. That was pretty good. I think what I do want though, like I'm noticing the tightness is coming back. So I do want to do one spot. Okay, good news. I am getting used to not taking a cheat breath. Cheat breath. Woo! Nearly had a slip of tongue there. Before that last little group there. Okay, we're gonna count that as good. We are the timer is finished now, but I do want to just kind of like entertain myself a little bit with some Genjin. So we will continue working on this first part that is really hard to memorize. Oh, Deanna, that is such a good idea. Pitching it as a project for a local art school or college. Because that would go with like like my channel's theme, which is like education, you know? Oh my gosh, that is such a good idea. I would love to work with younger people. I would love that. Oh my, wow, this is making me really excited. That is such a cool idea. Wait a second, I'm writing this down. I'm so glad I talk about these kinds of things with you guys, you know? Wait a second. That is that is such a good idea. Okay. What the heck? That is an amazing idea. So like oh my, that is an incredible idea. And I think personally, I would love to do it for like like local and like a smaller college, you know? Because like I have a soft spot for those types of colleges because that's basically what I went to for my master's. And I loved my professors. Unfortunately, the program was not as well funded as I would have liked it to be. Like, we could have had more opportunities and stuff like that, but like if I just went to one of these or a few of these schools, that would be so cool. Puget Sound, I've just put a question mark there. So I am going to give you credit for this, Deanna. That makes me way more excited than doing it with a professional group. Because I feel like that is really in line with my brand, you know? Oh, wow. Thank you so much. I mean, I probably still have to crowdfund for this, but like, I think it'll be a really memorable experience for a lot of people, you know? Oh, that's so cool. Oh my gosh. That makes me so happy. So that might be a much more future thing, but I can see it. I can see it. Okay. Yes, I know that there's an art school around here too. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Okay, yes, much better. We're getting there. The repetitions are coming through. So I do want to do that one more time though. So close to getting it perfect. There's just a lot to remember. So I think I just need time, more repetitions, and I'll be fine. Okay. Okay. Not bad, not bad, not bad, not bad. Okay. I think that's a good place to stop. So we will start cleaning up. What? Nathan? Really? So you listened to a version of this with your girlfriend the other night and you were like, Jeff does this so much better. Thank you. I appreciate it. That is very flattering. Thank you. Rapid as Wildfires is surprisingly difficult. Surprisingly difficult. I had to fix some things of how I play physically in order to do it with this amount of ease. And even now, I can tell that I probably need multi-months of just running it over and over, kind of like the Ibert, so that I can get to a point where I'm just kind of like, you know, doing it without thinking about it, you know. You're so welcome, Victor. Thank you all for joining. Jaff edition, so Sean, Jaff edition for chamber orchestra is something I could probably work out a deal with the rights holders on. Get publishing revenue to eventually self-fund the project. Oh, okay. I'm unfamiliar with how all of that works, so I'm literally just going to copy and paste your comment here into my notes here. Thank you. Yeah. So I think that this, like, publishing revenue. Okay. Interesting. So I'll give that some thought. I think that is that's probably gonna be a while in the making. Yeah, that's gonna be a lot of interesting things to think about, like how this stuff works. But that would be so cool. Oh yeah. Oh, the idea of doing it with schools, I think that makes me really excited. Because I feel like if I do that, it would also give me more opportunities to work with students, maybe give some seminars, workshops, Q&A type of things with them too. It'd be so fun to just hang out with them, find out what the youngins are up to these days, you know? Man. It's really fun to see how younger folks are sort of taking what we learned in school and kind of taking it to the next level. It's always super fun, at least to me, to see how the next generations are reinventing the wheel, reinventing themselves. It's wonderful. And I like knowing that that we can like put our faith in them, you know? Like everyone needs to be taught, you know, or experience you know, how to do a lot of life, but I do feel that like it's important to have faith in the next generations that are coming up. Like they might be green, but they ain't stupid, you know? So like, you know, like I think spending time with them and sharing with them my experiences might help them go further. And that's, I think that, you know, if I were to do this like chamber orchestra version of Ibert with a bunch of schools, that'd be so cool. That would be very cool. Oh, I think what I'll also do is link this stream in my notes as well, so I don't lose this. So from this stream, Yeah, cool. Okay, so that's in my notes now. I won't lose that. All right. Yeah, have a wonderful day, Victor. Seriously, thank you all so much for joining. And it was a really fun conversation actually about boundaries, as boring as that topic sounds, but like the whole boundaries thing has been such a such a big theme in my growth as a content creator. Like, where do you draw the line, you know? And like, I'm really glad that you guys are on the same page as me, and that hopefully we can help educate some of the younger folks on how to set healthy boundaries. I think it's really good, and I'm really, really happy about that. So, all right, I am going to get myself some lunch, have a good rest before I might start editing the next video, even though I have this one already ready and set to go. Yeah, so I might do that, and then I'm teaching a few lessons this afternoon. So that's always a very happy place for me. Like, teaching lessons was one of the key things that got me through the first horrible 6 months of John's TSW. Just, it was an escape. It was an excuse to feel useful, and it repeatedly showed me that what I do with music does matter, because when something that bad happens to you, it's very easy to look at music and ask yourself, what's the point? And I think teaching the lessons really helped me get through that. So I am doing all the things that I need to do to keep myself focused, productive, and most importantly, to fill my cup and give myself like a good endorphin rush. So I am feeling great right now after practicing. Like, I don't feel sore or anything, and I feel like I got a good flute workout in. So I got that endorphin rush going on right now. It feels really good. So let's see. So Sean, you're going deeper into the business side of stuff that anyone enjoys going. I know it, weirdly enough, I am kind of like curious about how it works on the business end of things, with editions and stuff like that. But it is always really fun when you see the final product. So we'll see. We'll see how that pans out for me. Yeah. Oh, Deanna, you're going, I don't know if that voice actor has any insights on this particular thing, because I think this particular type of thing is probably pretty classical music world specific. So I will doubt that he has any particular insights for this. So, yeah. I know I still struggle with boundaries too. I feel like it's something that you constantly gauge throughout your life, but you just get better and better at it, Like, you have more experience as you get older, and so you're a lot better about setting boundaries early, not moving your boundaries. So, yeah, it feels good. So, anyway, I'm off now. Thank you all so much for joining me today. Thank you for keeping me company and keeping each other company. Please take care of yourselves to the best of your ability. Stay happy, healthy, and safe. And I shall see you guys. Oh, right, because there's no music without the musician. But I will see you guys tomorrow, I believe at 4 p.m. Pacific. So, yeah, we'll end off the week strong together tomorrow. Alrighty. See you guys later. I'm glad that you think so too. it's been a journey figuring out how to take care of myself. And I'm glad that I'm at where I'm at right now. So anyway, I'll see you guys later. Bye.